Alrighty, everybody, welcome on in to our final 3-map series of the day. On the left-hand side, it's Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. On the right side, it will be the Monday Walkers, I believe what it translates to. And so, this will be first pick on the right-hand side to DMW, as the draft was, the Sky Temple and Cursed Hollow were banned away by Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. They lost the coin flip, so they'll be having map choice. The crew of DMW will ban away Battlefield and Tomb of the Spider Queen. So, Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins will choose to take us to Blackheart's Bay for map number 1. We do have the Meta Madness style of draft. Heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps in this tournament. There are baseline restrictions as we... Bless you, Bandit. As we do have 13 heroes banned away this weekend in group stage day 3 and 4. More will be banned away in the future, up to a total of 25 as we get into the playoffs. And it is going to be Anduin, Blaze, Chromie, Dehaka, Genji, Hanzo, Hogger, Johanna, Junkrat, Medivh, Sergeant Hammer, Sylvanas, and Valla. There was 11 heroes banned away last weekend. This weekend we added in Chromie and Sylvanas to that ban pool. So, when we get into map number 3, which is a guarantee because this is a 3-map series, we are going to have 33 heroes unavailable, plus the bans at the top of the screen, which don't carry over, so Lucio could be played in maps number 2 or 3. I didn't think it was going to hit, but it did. But, after, of course, we have bans at the top of the screen. So 37 heroes will be unavailable in map number 3 of this 3-map series. No domination rules. If you 3-0 the enemy, you don't get an extra point. None of that stuff. If you get a 2-1 score, you get 2. The enemy gets 1. Boom. That's how we're doing the group stage. 6 of the 7 teams will be making it to the playoffs, which feels really bad to that one team that doesn't make it, in my opinion. But that's how many people signed up for this tournament, and that's what we have in our final Heroes Tournament of 2025. We've got a Nubarak and Falstead to be banned away on the right side from the Monday Walkers, Gaflo's Gremlins that are so girthy. I hate that phrasing I just used. Will be Lucio and Tracer, so 2 Overwatch heroes to be removed. What is the first pick on the right side? Gonna get the Tyrael. Okay, good mobility. Burning Halo is often the level 4 or level 7 pickup, which also can burn through the chest a little bit faster. Blackhearts did have some map adjustments to the objective spawns, the locations of the watch. Well, no, there's now watchtowers, which means the sharks can no longer be freed, which is rude, and that should be like top priority for St. Dev is to get that shark.
The wait is over.
The shark rescue finished out. Vikings Cassia. Okay. Zeratul is the common answer, but I want a butcher so bad. I just want DMW to just lean into the butcher. Just go for it. What's up, Freaky? Good to see you, bud. Congratulations on second or whatever. Are we juicing?
You're ready.
Oh my god, we're juicing. I think we're juicing, everybody. Does everybody have their bag of oranges? It's looking like Juice Pirates is gonna be the tactic of DMW. Typically, our Tannis Greymane are paired in with this as well. Where are my Ghillie Shark at Bingo Nighters for this juice? Asmodan to be removed. Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins have to know, right? I mean, Asmodan Siege is nice. Zeratul will be banned away. Okay. Oh, VP. Because you can VP the structure and stall out Siege. So yeah, VP is a nice counter. I know, right, Ragnaros? I love it. I love it. I love the idea of juice pirating on Blackhearts. Thematically perfect. Muradin Brightwing will be picked up with the Cassia. Gargantuan level 10 probably. When was the last time we saw legit Juice Pirates? Oh, it's I don't think I've actually casted a Juice Pirates game this entire year. I really don't think I've actually casted a Juice Pirates game in 2025. This might be my first. If it's not my first, there's no way it's more than my second. Yeah, there's the Greymane. Typically, the Nazebo is Artanis, but they want the Gargantuan at level 10, I think, for extra siege potential. Bro, this is awesome. This is really good. This keyboard doesn't have a good print screen button. Hold on, I need to screenshot and send things to my friends. Hold on. Can I please get a, there we go, snipping tool.
My hatred is unending.
All right, there we go. Let me save this image over here because I need to send this to some friends. All right, let's get into it, everybody. Map. Oh, there's Stark. There he is. I was literally about to put this in the Ghillie Shark, channel. All right, let's get into it. Oh, dude, Stark, if that... Don't, no, please. Sylvanas better than Nazebo because of Black Arrow. Exclamate... Sylvanas is banned, booty. I went through this not even 4 minutes ago. Here we go, everybody. Blackheart's Bay, map number 1 in our final 3-map series of the day. It's going to be DMW on the right with Dark Wolf Tyrael, Serity playing Greymane. Theoden is your Nazebo. The Evil is Raynor, and White Tiger playing your Morales. Left side of the map is Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. You got a Nano Cassia, Surdath playing Olaf, Eric, and Balog, the Lost Vikings. Mupsio Muradin, Banana Brightwing, and Gaflo Illidan. Indeed, Blackheart. Let's get into it. Vision towers on both sides are gonna be... Can't free the god for dang sharks anymore. Vision towers will be grabbed by opposing sides. It looks like a little Eric is going to steal the right side as well. Level 1's Hyper Shift Immolation, Olaf the Stout. We've also got your Charge Strikes Cassia and Muradin with Dwarf Block. A Justice for All Tyrael. Looking at a... Oh, Morales talents I always blank on as well. I was trying to remember off the top of my head. Life Support. That's kind of easy to remember. Exterminator for the Raynor. You've got Things of the Deep Nazebo and Viciousness Greymane. The sharks are there. You just can't click on them anymore. I mean, I can't because I'm an observer, but literally, I went in... When Blackheart's had changes a little bit ago, one of the first things I did was I came into this map to see if you could still free the sharks. You can't. What's up, Turbo? Good to see you, bud. Alright, so Blackheart is spawned. Blackheart also has a reduced cost at the start here. It used to be 10 coins needed for a summoning of Blackheart's Barrage. Now it's only 8. Yeah, that's Saint Dev, wherever you may be. Please fix sharks. It's like when they fixed the Anduin sword thing, and then people were like, no, we like that. Put it back in. That's not a bug, that's a feature. Level 4 slightly faster on the left-hand side. A shark enthusiast can dream, booty. Big Blackheart Barrage into mid lane. This will get the fort gate and some damage onto the structure. There's a little bit of early siege. Actually, does it take down the entire fort at this rate? There's still 6 balls left. Yeah, either the fort's going to be on the sliver or it's just about dead, I think. No, it's definitely dead, and I think one shot goes into top at the end, too. And then one's going to head up into top lane. Not bad.
That's enough. We don't be working for free.
Bonk. Alrighty, so early Blackheart Siege, beneficial over to the members of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. A few lightning Furies will be thrown into the bottom lane fort gate. Banana's going to hyper shift into the objective area to help out the allies. Serity trying to go for the channel will be interrupted. Gets a healing beam from Lieutenant Morales. So we're going through talents. Let's make sure it is healing beam. Straight up, good. I was like, it's gonna have some weird name. Nope, it's straight up. Oh, yeah, that's true, Stark. That's true, yeah, because the Sharks had an animation where they would flop from here into here, so you'd literally need to probably have someone animate a different animation. I hate to use the same word twice, but yeah. Just get rid of the vision towers, put the Sharks back, and let them be freed. Psh, done. Who needs vision anyways? Alright, Nazeebo, by the way, he is going to go into Blood Ritual at level 4. You've got 41 stacks for him. Not too bad right now. When he hits 50% or 50 stacks, he'll have a 5% spell power increase. At 100 stacks, he gets another 5 on top of that to total up to 10. Swift Retribution for the Tyrael. This is going to be the Dead Rush for Nazeebo. This is looking pretty juicy to me. Morales Healing Beam on to Dark Wolf. Defending from Cassia, that's gonna be Morales going down. They Mocused Morales. Well done, Dark Wolf. Penetrating round. Nah, it's not gonna be enough. Tyrael! Tyrael, your trait! Or not. Blue Barrage begins again, and the top lane fort gate has been completely taken down. These shots will guarantee the top fort, and bottom lane is already pushed out as well, so I think it maneuvers back into mid-keep gate. After the top fort goes down to 2 cannonballs. Ooh, are 3 going to be wasted? Ah, that sliver of HP. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Greymane gets fended by Cassia, and he will be taken down. 3rd kill to the left-hand side of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. They are shoving into bottom lane keep. As a reminder, the fastest map in this tournament thus far is 9 minutes and 5 seconds. We've got to keep going down at, well, it's not down just yet, but keep being worked on at 5.5 minutes in game time. It does not seem like Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins will sustain this pressure. They'll back away, and I think they're just going to go grab doubloon camps. A few of them are about to come off cooldown around the map. Yeah, Siege Giant's just coming back over there. 2 minutes on these ones, but the doubloon camps on the north side of the map are coming up. Banana may be caught out here. Bright Wing falls to Tyrael, which is going to help up that later game experience. Valkyrie play again. Emerald Wind, Hunt Illidan, and Avatar Murden. Rotate the Sharks 180 and they can jump into the water the other way. Oh yeah, because the Sharks are totally animated to do that. That's what we're getting at. Someone has to do this. Someone has to animate it and tell the... Blizzard fired all the people that worked on this game. Or they're at Riot or something now. Sanctification. Medevac! Let's go! Juice, 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 juice! I was right in my theory about Nazeebo with the Gargantuan level 10. Sanctification for the Tyrael will be activated. Blackheart's core defenses pushes Raynor to the side. The Hyperion will expire. The keep is going to fall, and the team will go down.
The red team's destroyed a fort. Blue team's core be under attack. Enough to buy my services for now.
But
Load the cannons!
was picked up by the members of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. A win condition is set up through mid, though. Medivh is off cooldown. Just saying, team. 40 seconds on Sanctification, 40 on Hyperion, 10 on Gargantuan. Curse Bullet and Medevac are up and available. It looks like until those come back, this will be priority to clear out the waves. Left camp is being worked on. I think Nazeebo scouted it while he was in the bush. Vikings are going to get a few more doubloons turned in. Who's holding what, though? It looks like it's spread on most of the... Yeah, Cassia, Illidan, right wing. Illidan doing Illidan things in mid. The Emerald Wind from right wing was activated. Zebo Zombie Wall does go out. Dark Wolf looks to back away. Aid from Morales thrown into the enemy. Are they going to commit to another Medivh call? They are. They're literally running to set up the range for it. I think we got a base race on our hands, everybody. We got a base race on our hands. But the core shielding's already dropping on the right. Swift Retribution, Hyperion, the cores are being raced down, but the core defense on the left get a massive blast, and the Juice Pirates. Well, it looks like the juice is expired, and that is going to be Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins denying us. Well, I guess not even denying us. I mean, we got to see a great game, but that is going to be your Juice Pirates denied by the crew of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. Nicely done. Brightwing the only feeder. Report. Doesn't seem like much of a race. Yeah, but I mean, you gotta build these things up, mister. You gotta hype up moments. Not gonna sit here and be like, oh, it's over. Okay. Next game. You gotta have some panache. All right, we're gonna run out some ads, all that good stuff. Let's get ready for map number 2. I was ever so slightly off.
Dragonshire.
Welcome back, everybody, into the Meta Madness number 9 tournament. We're in the group stage. We're in day number 3. We have got a good 23 heroes unavailable, as there's the 13 baseline bans from today's game, from today's restrictions, and then we have the 10 heroes from the previous map. So no Morales, no Tyrael. We will not be seeing Vikings available. So what are we gonna get for bans again? Is there any Lucio target bans again? I'm trying to remember the map 1 drafts, and I got so excited about Juice Pirates I forgot everything else. Touch prediction for you all. Gul'dan will be removed. Okay. And it's just a solid mage to remove. His scaling is really nice. Wave clear is phenomenal. Sustained team fight with Fellflame build is nice. We've been seeing more priority into the Fellflame build at level 1. Ramp and Hellfire 16 I think is a nice jump in damage as well. But Echo Corruption is still very viable. Medivh will be banned out against the Gul'dan. For Dragonshire, solo lane, like Rexxar can still be grabbed, because I don't think Rexxar was played in the last map, was he? The day blends together. I don't think Rexxar was played, so... I do love Rexxar for the solo lane. Artanis is up as well. Diva's up. I think Urel is available too, so there's a lot of good things for the solo. As we see an ETC with the Gul'dan banned away by DMW. Honestly, I think if the Lucio doesn't get banned here, it's probably going to be first picked over to DMW. Does seem like it's a hot commodity lately. AoE is really nice. Mobility. Also, Garrosh is up and available too, so you could do Lucio Garrosh together for that movement speed buff, and then have Garrosh and Domitable running at the enemies. Gonna get rid of a Tracer. Okay. I'm not super familiar with most of the DMW players. I've casted them for sure, but I don't know their hero pool super well. So yeah, I think start out with a Lucio. It's a solid, easy start. Get High 5 Cleanse at level 10. Get Mixing Fire 20. A Nubarak will be your first pick for Dragonshire. Good mobility from him. Burrow Charge and Impale. Rewind level 20. Cocoon Lockdown. I doubt it's a Locust Swarm, even though I saw like 4 or 5 Locust Swarms in Storm League this week, which was surprising to say the least. Cocoon's just so strong. Really hard to pass that up. What do they want to get, though, for Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins to start out? They'll get the Lucio. They'll pick up a Falstad as well. I like the global and Falstad. Good wave clear. Gust control as well. Quick to break the cocoon from a Nubarak. I assume it's auto build for this map. I've not been seeing a lot of Q build Falstad. It does pop up here and there, but I feel like at this rank, it's been a lot of priority into auto attack build. With the Anubarak, they're building a dive comp. Greymane's already been played in the previous map. Do they go into like a Rhaegar potentially?
Grant us strength.
Do your worst.
I guess Rhaegar is available, but they're going to pick up Malfurion with Yrel. Yrel has really good control around the Sun Shrine on the top lane. She's got good mobility to jump in and out of that pit as needed. She also does have all of her buttons for cleanses and mobility and bandit please, bud. Ban-wise, they could get rid of just some sort of mage that they know the enemy plays quite a bit. I'm gonna get rid of the Zeratul again. Okay, a lot of Zeratul ban in this 3-map series. Saw it banned away by DMW last game, banned away by Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins this game. I mean, Zeratul, like, you get post level 16, he locks on to, like, Falstad Lucio. I don't think there's really much they can do outside of maybe, like, flying away or you know, like, high five and mobility. But Zeratul, he's a sticky lad. We do have things like Samuro up and available, Abathur's up and available. This is a great map for both of those characters. Garrosh will be removed on the right since they are doing a bit of a dive comp, and Garrosh does have some counterplay with Wrecking Ball, little Groundbreaker for a stun, Decimate AoE slow, could be a taunt as well, like a Nubarak burrows in and taunt gets activated. Next 2 picks though, what do they want to see here for their main tank? Like Mei is up, you've got Diablo, I believe. So they will Diablo, Zagara for the bottom lane, which is not crazy. It's become very, very popular to have Zagara mostly control bottom. And then they can flex their solo lane into the Yrel, whatever they feel like doing. I don't think it will be Zagara top lane, and then they'll pick up something else. I think it will be a bruiser like Imperius or Thrall. Someone that can really fight into Yrel would be nice. Maybe even Deathwing?
This round needs me.
No, never mind. Not anymore. No, just that Deathwing. No. With Azul Jin, I don't think so. Solo lane wise, something with mobility, maybe some CC. I like the Thrall. I like the Imperius. I think they both can work with the compositions. I think Thrall has some decent sustain up against Yrel and can pressure into her. Leoric actually isn't a bad idea either. Leoric has great mobility and Tomb. I was not anticipating a Samuro at all. I was thinking that they'd want something else frontliney with a little bit more health and maybe a stun. Because right now we've got Diablo. That's really all the CC we got. So I was thinking they'd pick up something else that could maybe play into a later game team fight or a larger moment. But let's see what happens here. I really like this draft, but we'll see how it all unfolds. Let's get into Dragonshire map number 2. Second to last map of the day. And let's load on in. We got our Twitch prediction up at the top of the screen. Second to last map, which means we need the second biggest gamble of the day, right? Yeah, I think Samuro will do good up against Yrel. I was just thinking, like, the bigger picture of, like, late game 5v5s, but, I mean, at the same time, you don't have to win the game through fights. You can win the game through macro, and right now, Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins they have really good macro control. Nano on the Zagara. You got, I believe, Surdath, playing the Samuro. Nice skin combo. So Gaflo will be on your Falstad, Mopsio Diablo, and Banana will be your Lucio. Right side of the map is going to be DMW. You've got the Evil playing Yrel. Sereny will be on that. Li Ming. Theoden playing Zul'jin. White Tiger Malfurion. And Dark Wolf Anubarak.
Unleash the dragon's wrath.
Alright, so get your gambles in. As I said, let's make it the second biggest gamble of the day. Why not? Second to last game of the day. Feels fitting. Magic missiles poke out here and there. Burrow charge into Impale onto Diablo. Avenging Wrath. There's an Emerald. Dreams underneath all of this. The Righteous Hammer pushes Mopsy to the side. Soul Shield was active during some of that, and Mopsio mounts up, rotates to bottom. Frequent Flyer false set as we were anticipating. Corpse Feeders for the Cigar level 1. Lucio with the... That's Smooth Move. No, that's Accelerando. Yeah, Smooth Moves is the purpley one. Diablo Soul Shield and Way of Illusion for the Samuro with those Mirror Image crit markers, or triggers. Aetherwalker Li Ming. We've got your Nerubian Armor for a Nubrek, which will increase his Carapace from 40 to 65 spell armor. Going to be a Dauntless Urel,
You think yourself
Recklessness
worthy to
Zul'jin,
wield the dragon
and Emerald
knight
Dreams from Malfurion as pretty much standard.
Take control.
Shadow Charge, max range into Theoden. Lightning Rod applied. A Root from Malfurion will not be enough. And Burst Blood goes over to the left-hand side of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. They will get left side camp. Do they sneak a right since Zul'jin's dead for 5? No.
Capture the shrines. Inherit the Dragon Knight's power and lay waste
Scar will
to
work
this
on left side
forsaken
Bruiser
kingdom.
Camp. We do have already 5 stacks for your Falstead. 15 of 40 for the Samuro, as this right side will be anchored by Dark Wolf. You've got a Zul'jin Li Ming working on the camp. Meanwhile, Falstead pushes up the Siege Giants into the Fort Gate. Gaflo might get collapsed on by 4 enemies. Are you serious? That double back, the barrel roll, he may die. But that was such a good little wiggle away from a Nubarek damage in CC. That was cool. That was cool. Credit where it's due. He dies, but still. Great read. Bet of Barbs for your Nubarek. You do have the Hand of Freedom. Level 4 is looking pretty standard. You do have your Off the Wall for Lucio. Soul to Flame from Mopsio on the Diablo. Just seeing a lot of W-build Diablos. Pretty commonplace. Zul'jin activates his Amani no, that's the 20. It is the health dropping Amani Rage. I did have it right in my head. Activated the Amani Rage. Diablo backed away immediately. He does try and step up here. Samuro rotating into the bottom lane, trying to get some pressure on Desirity. That's gonna be some mirror images dropped. White Tiger smacked by the Blade Master. And some Twin Cleaves almost take down a few enemies. Serdath still chasing in. Windwalk is active. Wants to take down Dark Wolf. Is there a crit hit? Is there a crit hit? No, there isn't. And Zul'jin gets a couple free stacks off of the mirror images. Serdath unable to take down a Nubarek. There is going to be an overpower into Li Ming in this bottom lane, as I did see that on the minimap. Lucy with the push-up, Sound Wave, and Li Ming is going to take a dirt nap for the next... oh, she's like the Wicked Witch to the west. Just her feet are poking out. Shadow Charge tries to hit a Nubarek, and that will be Serdath inside this Dragonite. Shadow Charge pressure from Mopsy over here. What's up, Kalavoth? Good to see you, bud. Happy Saturday to you. Full auto build for the Falstead. Didn't go Boomerang at level 7, which is sometimes picked up for a little extra wave clear. The spell armor debuff is nice. This is going to be frequent flyer, hammer gains, secret weapon for the extra duration of the hammering being out, and the increased damage on your auto while the hammering is out. You'll probably see Tailwind level 13 for the percent base damage. And Gaflo is having a great time in the solo lane. I apologize. Apparently, Li Ming will be able to take down Lucio in the bottom. Dragonite is still pushing into mid. Smurr gets more than 50% of the mid lane fort. Got the gate, and Windwalks and backs away to safety. 10 talents here coming up soon. I'm just skimming through some of these stats and talents, or sorry, some of these talents. Nothing really out of the ordinary. Zul'jin is going to be going to the Ferocity, increase the basic attack speed of bonus. Oops, here, the basic attack speed bonus of Berserker by 40% as Cigar goes down in the bottom lane. Zul'jin taking credit for the kill. Ani Rage drops the health once again, and the siege continues onto Fort Gate. Lucio trying to work on the way from a safe side of this this lane and the disengage through up into mid. Trying to pull the minions over there, but this is still going to be siege. Nubarek has beetles, so that's going to be taking tower shots. Mid fort, I believe, went down to the Samuro during all of this. So that's a beast value coming out from him. Fort Gate to be lost, but still taking down a structure. Passive experience gain. Periodic catapult pressure. Mirror images pop. White Tiger immediately taken down. Diablo has level 10, and he's got full souls. Activates a lightning breath, and auto attacks are going to come through from Falstad, taking down Zul'jin. 6-3 in kills with Gus, Devouring Maw, High Five, Lightning Breath, and Illusion Master.
Ancient strength.
Okay, so a bottom fort taken down, second Dragonite up and available in 15 seconds. Samuro's gonna maneuver into top lane. He'll pop some mirror images and start microing them around the map. Gonna work on top lane wave. Might get a couple a couple hits into Yrel in the rotation, but it is that level 1 for Samuro finished out as well. A sound wave to push back the enemy. A couple autos landing on to this. Yrel Avenging Wrath into the wave. Mirror images are going to be popped, but Yrel is going to be able to back off just fine. Siege Giant Camp was stolen away by, picked up by the side of DMW. Ubrek hits the Impale on the Nano. High Five mitigates the secondary CC. Falstad working on Siege Giants of their own on the left side. 19 stacks for him. Bile drop for the Cigar at 3 of 12. That's a good Shadow Charge onto a Nubrak into the Overpower. Twin Cleave will be activated. Nubrak tries to Burrow Charge out, but he'll be taken down by the Zul'jin, or by the Falstad. Zul'jin does finish his first round of stacks right now. So he's got the 1.1 range increase and the double cleave. This is Samuro back in the Dragonite. Li Ming and Zul'jin do fall. Malfurion getting Hearth out. The Gust, are you serious, Gaflo? What a read, what a gust, what a kill. Dragonite going to get top lane fort up against Yrel. And I would assume there's a well tap and a push up through bottom coming out from Gaflo, Banana, and Mopsio. Six kill difference, almost a 2-level lead, talent to your advantage. There's that sustained wins. At level 13 for your Falstad. Scar is not going to be going into Hydralisk Transfusion. She will be picking up the Spell Shield.
I have seen enough.
See if she goes Corrosive Saliva at 16. And a few more boulders thrown in. Samuro does not get the entire keep fort in top lane. But fort defenses are poo-poo doo-doo butts, and the evil might go down to Samuro as he swaps images and backs away safely. As they say, you know, chat, break the wrist, walk away. So Cav, how you doing, bud? Some damage onto Diablo. This is going to be Zul'jin. A few more axes donated in. Dingo, Tranquility, Ardent Defender, Cocoon, and Wave of Force for the Li Ming. 13 talents here. Now just being picked up on the right side. We got that Eye of Zul'jin. Basic attacks against heroes. Grant Zul'jin 6% movement speed up for 2 seconds up to 30%. So 30% being mount speed, by the way. Falstad rotating in. The Hammering's out. The Lightning Breath from Diablo. Yrel coming in. And she's like, you know what? Maybe I'll just back away over here. As Falstad drops Yrel to 50%. Hand of Freedom activated. And Yrel's able to back away. Dark Wolf will Hearth out for full. Samuro continues to pressure with mirror images in the top lane. Li Ming steps out into mid, trying to take down the catapult with some magic missiles. I mean, Gaflo's a really good player, just period. I also had the pleasure of meeting Gaflo back at the Nations Cup a couple years ago. Really nice dude. Falstad barrel rolls over the wall. Devouring Maw captures 2 enemies. Magic Missiles Arcane Orb Zone. Falstad plays away as the Tostitos is activated by Zul'jin. He's going to immediately heal, but Zagara! The Hydralisk comes through. Not as good as Banelings, but you know, that decent Hydra damage. It had to have been a very small overkill, right? Yeah, 25 overkill from the Hydralisk. Nice. Samuro in top lane, Falstad in bottom, might have a flight into mid lane. Did have a mirror image pushing top lane with that camp. Falstad did fly into mid. He'll grab the Dragonite, and I assume this is walked in through bottom lane for a potential GG. 17 to 14, a 3-level difference, a talent to your advantage. Dragonite is working on mid lane fort or keep gate. Zul'jin does show up. Yeah, Dragonite pivots down into bottom. Lightning Breath after the Shadow Charge initiation. White Tiger a little bit low. Dragonite starting to chop into the keep. A Savage Charge kicks Zul'jin away. Shadow Charge finds no wallbang onto Dark Wolf. Righteous Hammer into Diablo. He's going to get a cleanse from the Lucio High Five, I do believe. Zul'jin is here. Another Savage Charge on him. Samuro, by the way, is pushing top lane during all of this. Devouring Maw finds... Devouring Maw finds Malfurion. Diablo will be taken down by Li Ming. Dragonite ends. Mid-bottom keep did go down. Samuro still pushing into top. Falstead should be able to back off with the help of Lucio. And, alright, Diablo Souls, as I mentioned, were expended, so he's going to be back in... Oh, Samuro! I got juked by Samuro on the minimap. I thought he was getting chased in top lane, but no, he jumps into mid. Does he have mirror images here? High five from Lucio. Pops mirror images. Diablo's back in, but is he going to die back? Mopsio does not have full souls. A lot of damage from Zul'jin. Auto attacks are raining in. The root from Malfurion. That's going to be a burrow charge. The gust is not enough. And DMW get the double kill into Diablo as that's a cocoon onto Falstead. He already used Gust. Tranquility is here. Zul'jin pops Tostitos. Li Ming, Wave of Force. That's going to be banana peeled apart. And a quadra kill to the side of DMW. But what are they able to achieve? They need to clear up bottom lane. Urel's going to manage top. Going to try and push into mid lane as Zagara throws in some Banelings, Roaches, and Hydralisks. Level 20, still a level to go on the left-hand side. Just about level 18 for DMW as they will take down mid lane Ford. If you're curious about some later game experience from these kills, there you go at the bottom of your screen. Zagara, she'll spread some creep, she'll scout out the enemy. Roaches have been summoned. She is done with her level 7 Bile Drop because you do see 3 Roaches now. The picking the talent passively gives you a AoE or radius increase, and finishing out the 12 stacks gives you a 3rd Roach, which is very nice for the Pack Instincts level 20, since Pack Instincts benefit Roaches and Hydras.
But will it be you?
Corrosive Saliva, though, I believe is only on the Hunter Killer. Oh, no, it is Hydras or Hunter Killers and Roaches. Apologies. I always think that the Corrosive Saliva is just the Hydras, but I think that's just Hydraless Transfusion, of course. That is not the real Samuro, and nothing happens. Falstead will be going into Epic Mount, Mixing Fire. You've got 3-Blade Style, Diablo with Hellgate, and Zagara. What are we taking? Diablo does not have souls. There's a cocoon onto Lucio. Falstead gusts in, but Diablo does go down. A few autos from Zul'jin land into Falstead. High five from Lucio trying to back away. Will use a mirror image. But Anubrak and friends, they want to take down Banana. They aren't able to chase in. Meanwhile, Samuro sneaks into the backline and takes down Malfurion. Dragonite channel is available. It is going to be your Pack Instinct, by the way. Zagara and her summons deal 20% more damage to the enemy attacked by a Hunter Killer. Burrow charge into Impale. It's a big scary duck. Devouring Maw into 2. Zul'jin goes down to the Samuro. There's a high five, multi-high fives from Lucio as they're going to Mixing Fire onto Dark Wolf. Falstead's ending bottom lane by the bye. As Samuro is unable to chase onto Li Ming, there is going to be a chase onto Urel. Li Ming, she is just mounted going towards core. Gaflo's got 2 catapults here. Big damage going into the core. He's going to see the Li Ming in the wave. And how does he want to play this? He does that, like, if he can get her to burn abilities, Gaflo can get the win in this 1v1. Urel will be taken down by Lucio. There's going to be a frequent... Oh my god, the Epic Mount. Epic Mount value from bottom lane to the Dragonite. 13%'s been taken down off the core. And I think this Dragonite is going to be maneuvered in to core for a GG for Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. Mid-keep, you know, they got to get all that custom game experience that doesn't exist. And this is going to be map number 2 over to the side of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. All right, everybody, let's get set up for our final map of the day. We'll get the final block of ads rolled out. We are currently 12 subs away from our goal. If you'd like to help us hit that sub goal, it's much appreciated. If you're enjoying the casting, commentary, all that good stuff, we do full-time stream. We do stream 6 days a week. Every little bit helps us out a ton. If you would like to support the channel with a sub, gifted sub, resubscription, any of that good stuff, do consider it. And thanks for hanging out, lurking, chatting, all that good stuff. If you can't subscribe, I understand. Alrighty, everybody. It is the final game of the day. We're heading into Infernal Shrines. And let's get a nice 15-minute prediction for you all for the final... True, actually. Let's get into it. Gaflo's Girthy, Gremlins on the left-hand side are going to be up in this 3-map series. This is the Meta Madness style of draft, so we do have restrictions on the baseline. Well, there's 13 heroes banned away baseline. You can use !MM for that information. The 20 heroes we saw in map 1 and 2 are unavailable for this map 3. We'll have 4 bans at the start of the game, which means 37 heroes are unavailable for this final map of the day. If you'd like to blind gamble, get a good old massive gamble. Any quarter milli gambles in there? Let's see if we can make the final gamble of the day a nice chunky big one. Maev and Garrosh will be removed. We will see Malthael. We won't see Malthael in this map. Do we get a Cho'Gall game? Do we get a Cho'Gall game is the real big question. That is the really that's the one thing I really want to find out right now. Tychus, a lot of percent-based damage is missing here. A lot of percent-based damage is being taken down. The Greymane was already played earlier during the Juice Pirates game. Falstad has percent-based damage. He was already played. Imperius is pretty good. Tyrande has Huntress Mark. The Orc has Drain. Come on, dude. I can feel the Cho'Gall. I don't know why, but I can feel it. I can feel it within my phalanges.
Chaos comes.
This is why you should be subscribed here at twitch.tv/Bahamut Gaming. For content like this. For content like this, subscribe. What a great start. What a great start. Cho and Gull. Alrighty, so is there gonna be a steal onto Ariel?
Wait till they get a load of me.
Chen and Kerrigan, okay. Easy GG, yeah, easy GG. What do we want for bans here? Ana or Uther is not a bad idea. We do in the past we used to see Ana, Kerrigan plus Uther run together. They're gonna get rid of the Kerosene for the 7-sided strike, which is percent base, so I don't blame them on that whatsoever. All in on the dump. Look at those amazing dumpers. You could have that amazing dumper that got removed from Twitch and got me in trouble with Twitch, and then everyone else had their dumpers, and Twitch was like, well, I guess you can have yours back. I was talking to Straubs for the new round of emotes that we're working on. I was talking to Straubs, and I did mention a new dumper, and she's like, honestly, Twitch is kind of cracking down on them again. So I was like, all right, let's do something else. I've got the 3 ideas to her. I think I need to message her, honestly. Cho'Gall, the Ariel was banned away. I think Rhaegar is up. They could go Rhaegar, so they could get, if they want the Ancestral. They could Bloodlust it as well. I really don't know what to expect from DMW, from the Monday Walkers, but it is a Orpheus Sonya. Okay. Sonya solo. They can just flex whatever they want for the last healer, whatever's available. I'm pretty sure Rhaegar hasn't been played. Unless I misremembered from map 1. Map 1 was Morales, and I don't remember. I don't think it was Rhaegar, though. Tassadar, Uther. Tassadar for a little bit more wave clear, shrine clear. Little control with Force Wall. Maybe Black Hole to push back the enemy. I feel like this is actually a Black Hole game. Uther for a lockdown stun to follow up the Kerrigan. Last pick, they need a healer. Unless they want to go healerless, but I doubt that. That seems crazy. I don't think it'll be an Abathur or a Zarya. I think it will be a tried and true healer. They got White Mane. That was Brightwing? Okay, thank you. Oh, I'm a little surprised that Rhaegar didn't get played at all. He's not tournament banned. But they want the White Mane. Alright, final game of the day. Get your I don't know what that is, Ragnaros. Get your final gambles in for the day. Let's make it a big one. Here we go. A Cho'Gall to cap the day of games. You'll love to see it. Can DMW Cho'Gall a Map 3 victory in the final map, final game, final series of the day? Right side of the map is going to be Teo Evil on your Cho'Gall, which is going to be Theoden and the Evil for the Cho and Gall, respectively. Dark Wolf will be on your Sonya. Sereny playing that White Mane, and White Tiger is your Orphea. On the left-hand side, we've got Nano, AFK on Mecha Tassadar, a Banana Uther, Mopsio Kerrigan, Surdeath on the Leoric, and Gaflo playing Chen. A little role swapping. Mopsio has been our main tank all day, and we're going to see them playing Kerrigan. That's kind of exciting. Shock Rays poking here and there. Psy Storm on the gate. It is going to be your Thermal Lance. Or sorry, Static Charge. Later on, we have Thermal Lance, which is a big percent-based damage for Tassadar. It's probably the reason we saw him picked up, on top of the need for a bit more wave clear on this left-hand side. Main tank Chen? Oh, no, it's main tank Uther, but I mean, who's got more HP overall? 2,573 Uther with 500 less abouts. Leoric, I believe, is the highest health pool on the left side team. But Uther has armor and stuff, so main tank Uther isn't like a crazy thing. It's a fairly common playstyle. Leoric up against the Sonya in the top lane. Runic bombs going out. Orphea dashes in. White Tiger looking for some sustained damage into Banana. Will not be able to do much more. Sorry, so the Static Charge, Silver Touch, Storm Stout Recipe, Osin's Renewal, and Fury of the Swarm for Kerrigan. You've got your Furious Blow on the Sonya, upgrade for the Seismic Slam. Ancestral Strength, Stun to the buns of Sonya, and Uther will take credit for first kill into the side. DMW, White Tiger, going to be hit with a combo from Kerrigan. Primal Grasp, Impale, and Orphea is going to be sent back to detention. Withering Flames, by the way, level 7 for the Chen. That's going to be spell power debuff by 60% for 4 seconds. That's a huge... That might be one of the biggest spell power debuffs we have in the game. 60% is a lot. Little shove, Cho'Gall. No! White Mane's got some Giggle Beam value. Kerrigan's gonna flank. White Mane sidesteps the Primal Grasp Impale, but Cho and unfortunately Gall do go down. A 4th kill to the side of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins, as our Arcane Punisher will be up here in the bottom location. First objective of this map, number 3. What's up, Shy? Good to see you. Thanks everyone for lurking, chatting, hanging on out. It's been a great day of casting, and I hope you're enjoying yourself. So Kerrigan gets a couple... Yeah, she's going to be working on that sharpened blade in the top lane. Cho'Gall surging fist into Nano. Orphea dashing in with the Shadow Waltz. The stun from Uther holds her back. And it looks like she'll have to repeat in 6th grade. Get it? Holding back. Anyways, objective phase is available. White Tiger getting run at by Serdath. The maces of our Star-Lord Leoric are not going to be enough to take down Orphea. It is going to be a level lead, a talent tier advantage with 7-6, 4-0 in kills, and the Arcane Punisher looks real promising on the left-hand side. No Neil Peasants for Leoric. It is going to be Paralyzing Rage for the extra slow on that Skeletal Swing at 60%. Tassadar continues with Beam Alignment level 7. That big one I mentioned, that Thermal Lance level 16 is going to chunk into Cho'Gall. Smart pickup coming up from Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins on this Nano Tassadar. And, you know, it gives them good Shrine clear. It gives them the extra wave clear that I think was missing. Kerrigan and Leoric may have Dark Wolf over here. Drain, Wraithwalk, Ravage, double Ravage. Another kill. Flying kick in from Chen. Cho'Gall getting beat up here by the Punisher. Tassadar with a little Resonance Beam sustainability. Keeps getting those autos in to keep that at 100%. Punisher goes down. The entire Fort Gate has been picked off. Chen flying kicks in real deep. There's no minion wave here. Gaflo needs to get away. Gets a quick heal from Uther. Orphea, Shadow Waltz. She's got a few autos, but I don't think Gaflo will be taking down the Surging Fist in from Cho'Gall. Is there going to be enough? A tiny bit of brew. Is there a heal? Surging Fist in again. White Mane, though, taken down on the right side. Cho'Gall, who was going for the kill, created the space for Kerrigan and Tassadar to step up and get the double kill. And yeah, you lose the Chen, but you just found a Quadra. You're gonna get bottom camped. You're gonna get bottom fort. This is all green light for Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. Thank you all for the insanely massive gamble, by the way. We still have 3 minutes and 10 seconds left when you're hearing about this. Wowee! I'm glad I made the gamble a little bit longer for this one so you can see the first few minutes of the game. Leoric, there's a force wall from Tassadar, but it doesn't catch the White Mane. 90 of 200 stacks for your Tassadar. Ultralisk, Wandering Keg, Entomb, Divine Shield. And it's not going to be Black Hole. We're going to be seeing your nice chomp right there and sidestep from Orphea. You're going to see the Archon from Tassadar here. No Black Hole to push back the enemies, as Orphea was able to sidestep the Ultralisk stun. No Assimilation Shields built up quick enough for the Kerrigan, and Orphea chomps the Zerg Queen to death. The next Punisher will be in the mid lane, Mortar Punisher. We've got about a minute until then. This right side camp will be cleared away. 7 kill difference. Chen. Brew-soaked minions here, as well as some flames for ignite value. Kerrigan in the top lane backs away from the Sonya, and I think Kerrigan's trying to play this purposefully slow because they're trying to keep Dark Wolf a little too forward in the lane. Mopsio with the bait, but that means Tassadar is going to be taken down in mid by the dive of Orphea, White Mane, and Cho'Gall. But now Orphea, she is going to be sent back to... Oh, no, she's not. Scarlet Aegis from the White Mane for the bolster in health and armor. You've got an Upheaval Cho, a Twisting Nether Gull, Crushing Jaws Orphea, and Sonya with Wrath of the Berserker. Man. A lot of back and forth here. Oh, it looks like the Upheaval was used with Twisting Nether to take down that Tassadar. I was wondering, I just saw the Upheaval come off cooldown, so that makes sense why that Tassadar had been picked off in the mid lane there. But he's respawned. We've got left side camp started and finished. Fallen Shamans will be pushing top lane for Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. As Runic Bombs are thrown in. Shock Rays coming out as well. Upheaval pulls a few. Primal Grasp, Wandering Keg pushes White Mane back. Cho'Gall and Sonya into the fray of the fight as White Tiger Orphea doesn't get taken down. Entomb captures the White Mane and the Cho'Gall. Dark Wolf is getting really low. Kerrigan, Impale, and Primal Grasp as we do have that Ravage into Teo Evil. but not enough. Tassadar will finish up the objective phase, and this will be your Mortar Punisher moving in through mid. Impaler camp plus a couple minions. Pushed up by Chen. Another little soak, another ignite, some more brew to be drank. Million channel points and more on the line for this game, as we do have an upheaval from the Cho'Gall in the top lane. Kerrigan ravaging in. Cho'Gall using the Surging Fist. The drain from Leoric is there, but Cho'Gall will not be taken down. Minion Wave is still inspired, ravaging in from Kerrigan. We do have that Punisher that was picked up by Tassadar, who will use his Oracle levels 13 to get vision over the wall. Did scout out the Orphea for a moment. Shock Rays poking in, 145 on that stackage of 200. Leoric will finish out the top lane fort. It looks like actually going to wait for the wave to do that. Pivot into mid lane with the allies. And this could be a game-winning push. White Tiger taken down, Wandering Keg. We do have Sereni also picked off that white mane. Cho'Gall caught inside the Entomb. The upheaval says, hey, why don't we all hang out in the Entomb together? Kerrigan wants to ravage in. Is there another bit of damage? Not enough to take down the Cho'Gall, as Tassadar Archon, the Acorn, is going to get hit with a spear. A Shock Ray and an auto attack will be enough to take down Sonya. Is there a call to take down mid lane keep and more? Mid keep for sure. It already seems like Leoric's pivoting out, so this is indicative of a get the structure, back away. If they were going to end, they would have been playing from here, and also Leoric wouldn't have broken off already. All right. Your back hurts? Mine? Yeah, absolutely. I've got some issues today. I've had issues all week. Alrighty. It is a 12 kill difference. 3-level lead. If you want to see some experience breakdown, there you go. It is a... Oh boy, that is a 13,000 experience deficit. Kerrigan ravaging, looking for the kill into White Mane, and will be able to get the kill. The Ultralisk miss, but that's going to be an upheaval into the Twisting Nether. Or Divine Shield onto the Tassadar as he looks to step up. Stun lands into Cho'Gall. Runic Bomb thrown out as well. Wandering Keg. Force Wall. Ravage. It looks like Cho'Gall is going to be taken down. Leoric will fall to the White Tiger just below us. Oh, Tassadar didn't go for Thermal Lance 16. He went into Executor's Will, huh? Oh, sorry, Executor's Will. Next Punisher will be in the top lane. Flying kick from Chen. White Tiger is going to get hit with a bit of damage. Kerrigan pushing a wave into the core. Nano gets some of that brew from Shen's, enough to share.
I hope that mega hurts. No, wait.
Sorry, Mecha Tassadar voice lines on point. Elusive Brawler from Chen, level 7, was activated as he looks to back away. Camp is being invaded, but will they stick around for this? Upheaval finds no one. There was a possibility he was going to pull Chen, but Hand of Protection from Uther will cleanse out any of that. Sonya managing bottom. Shen Uther finishing out the camp that was grabbed by the enemy. And Tassadar is on point for the Frozen Punisher. Top lane keep front gate has already been damaged quite a bit. And, man, this Cho'Gall, I mean, it should be coming online at level 16, but is this going to be a level 16 loss? Upheaval ignored or sidestepped by Banana. Surging Fist comes through. Leoric takes down the Sonya. Tassadar finishes objective. And Entomb captures our Cho'Gall as he is going to brawl inside. Kerrigan rotating in. She is dismounted by the minions. Surging Fist from Cho'Gall to back away a little bit faster. The Orc does have his Mithril Mace finished out from 16. Tassadar Oracle scouts out the enemies on the far side of their keep. Beam already started out by Tassadar. Punisher turning pushing in through top lane. They're going to start working on that top keep. A little bit of a split engagement here. Chomp from Morpheus pretty decent. Damage is nice. The upheaval pulls Gaflo in. Archon activated. No level 20 for the Twilight. You do have those little mini stunts from Cho'Gall with his Leaden Orb, level 16. Mopsio getting a little bit low. Healing debuff is out. There's going to be a Scarlet Aegis from Whitemane. Punisher jumps over as well. Still working on that top keep. It does fall. Mopsio gets the Divine Shield. Impaler plus Punisher and catapults on core. Upheaval to pull people around once again. Dark Wolf will fall into the Kerrigan. No, actually falls to the Tassadar. Gets the Kerrigan kill. Orphea working on the wave, crushing Jaws, chomping onto the enemy. The Punisher at a 10% HP. The Wandering Kick from Chen splits the Orphea away from her team, and she will be taken down. 13% taken off this core a little bit more as the upheaval pulls. Serdath in. There's going to be a Drain Hope applied, healing up so very quickly, avoiding the stuns from the Cho'Gall. And the core shielding has been broken. Catapult has not fixated onto the structure yet, but it looks like, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be a map number 3 victory to the side of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. We're going to take down... Uther will be lost. Does he have Redemption level 20? I don't see a Golden Swirl. 10% remaining on the core. This should be enough damage available. And that will be GG. Map number 3 over to the side of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. And that will be our last map of the day.